Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 246 of Why Did I Buy This? I'm Lindsay and I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I love crafting and I love sharing ideas with you. As you tune in, make sure you say hi. I love it when you talk to me. So please, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching it live, let me know what you're up to, where you're tuning in from. It's always great to connect. I have a couple of projects to share with you today that are really like technique based, which is fun. And a couple of things that are coming up. I have a scrapbooking class coming up on Saturday next week, so a week tomorrow. So if you'd like to come to that, I have one spot left. Be sure to let me know so I can prep your supplies for you. So that's primarily for local people. I can send it to go as well, so I can send it all cut and ready for you. So just give me a message if that's your game. And then I also have a bingo class coming up. Let me double check. The date is Saturday, March 21st. I have maybe just a couple spots left in that. It's really fun, really popular. You get to make a bunch of projects. You get to leave with some prizes. It's really, really a great time. Everybody enjoys bingo. Hi, Sharon. Happy Pool Party Friday. What else do I have going on? Continuing with the Love is Blind saga. I'm caught up to where the weddings are. I don't know. I was chatting with some of the girls at the gym last night and we were comparing notes on things and I was like, I can't even remember their names. It's just so not important to me, but it's okay. It is just garbage TV that when I'm cutting paper, I like to have something on in the background. But you know what I did watch that was really fun was Back to the Future. I haven't seen that movie in probably 20 years. It's worth a rewatch. It holds up. Like it's an 80s movie that holds up. It's really funny. Have you watched it recently? Disney Plus, I think. So yeah, that's a good one if you're looking for crafting shows to watch. And speaking of shows, I just started watching The Pit for the first time. I've had it recommended to me a bazillion times. I've never watched medical drama shows ever. Like I didn't watch ER. I find them a little bit stressful. But this one is so fascinating. I know an ER doc, and so I'm going to have to ask her if it's like as crazy as it makes it seem. And I also, I have another friend that's a surgeon, and he was saying that like the surgery part of it is actually pretty accurate, which is kind of cool that they've been able to recreate that, right? So drop in the comments if you've watched The Pit, because I'm only 2 or maybe 3 episodes in season 1. And yeah, so far it's pretty fascinating. I'm getting over the stressful part of it. Do you guys have that problem? Like I could never watch Breaking Bad because I felt like it was just too stressful. And I usually don't watch TV until like kind of before bed. So I just can't go to sleep with that kind of stuff in my head. Anyway, enough about my TV watching. I watch TV while I'm crafting, which is why that came up. Okay, so we're hitting the end of the month, February 27th, when this is being recorded. So we do have a couple of things that are ending. I'm going to walk you through that in just a minute. And then after I've walked you through it, I'm going to walk you through a couple projects that are pretty cute. I like them. And so I hope you're going to enjoy them. So I'm going to do the awkward transition here so that you can see my hand. Sorry, this is always, if I was better at this part of it, I would, make it not so awkward. Oh, and I realized I just didn't even bring my stand over. We're going to make it extra awkward. Sorry, pals. Okay, we're going to just snap you into place. You're always so patient with me. I love you for that. Okay, and I'm just going to get my light set up. Too busy crafting, not setting up. Okay, there we go. All right, so a few housekeeping things. First of all, if you love this video series and you'd like to spend more time with me and you'd like to see more projects in a longer video series, then you're going to want to buy the Why Did I Buy This Maker Club. So this is a collaboration with my friend Meg of Loven Stamps. And together, we do monthly inspiration for you with a curated maker box that's shipped to your house. It's only $35 in Canada. It's $28 in the US, and it includes your shipping costs. And then we walk you through some ideas that you can do with those products. These aren't pre-cut supplies. These are supplies that can be added to your collection and for you to get some ideas directly on how to use them. If you are part of the Maker Club, be sure to go ahead and say hi in the comments. Let others know why they should join too. And remember, it's for both Canada and the US, because Meg is going to be servicing those people that are in the US, and I will take care of you if you're in Canada. So it's a great option for you. Next up, we have a join offer that is ending on March 2nd. So you can buy the Demonstrator Starter Kit. I'm just going to make a couple notes here. So the Demonstrator Starter Kit in Canada is $135. You get to choose $165 a product, and you only pay $135. So already you've got a huge saving. There's no shipping or GST, and you get this free positioning tool. So the positioning tool is only available in this, and that's a $78 value with the shipping and tax. So, so for those of you who are like, oh, I really want to use that positioning tool, I have multiple videos. You can go back into my YouTube or into my Facebook Lives here, and you can see how I've brought that in. And this is the March 2nd is what you have to get that. So you can't purchase it as a customer just now. I believe it will be coming into our collection, but we haven't been given a release date. So this is just available with the starter kit. So you get to choose all of that, and you're saving about $135 when you count in if you are buying those things as a customer. So, and of course you get an ongoing 20% discount as a demonstrator. So great option for you. Next up, we have a product of the month. So there will be a new product of the month in March, but for February, we have this Painted Illusions 12 by 12 paper. Remember that you need a $100 order before the shipping and tax in order to unlock this. And once you unlock it, it's $5. In May, our product of the month is going up to $7. So make sure you try it out now while you get a lesser amount. If you earn bonus days coupons in January, you are going to have until the 28th to redeem them. So these bonus days coupons can be added to any size order, and it reduces your order by that amount. You can use them in any combination. So you could add all of them to your cart, or you can add one at a time. It's up to you. But remember, they all expire on the 28th. And finally, for my local friends, if you would like to attend the Make and Mingle Mega Class, this is happening May 23rd at Crestwood Community Hall from noon to 4:30 p.m. for $65. It includes make and takes, demonstrations, swapping, prizes, and more. And we have an optional evening add-on with a poutine bar for $35, and that will be from 5 to 8. So I will put the links in the comments, and you can go ahead and register for that. Now is the time. We want to make sure you get your spot saved so it doesn't sell out. Okay, let's get started. So what I wanted to share with you today is this. So this is a product that's coming out in March, and it's called Lunar Lustre 12 by 12 Designer Series Paper. And this paper is really cool. So it is a paper texture. So it's loose like paper, not like cardstock. And you can see it's shiny, but more like the luster. It's got that muted shine to it as opposed to a, like very bright shine. And it works really, really well with a couple of, well, it could work with every stamp set, truly. But what I wanted to show you is this. I did some projects with this a couple of episodes ago, but this one here is just beautiful. So I'm saving this for the PYP card, but it is a fun, like the Lunar Lustre, right? Moon and back, you can see it's got that little tie-in. Kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to start though with this bundle. Also a sneak peek, this is coming out in March. I will mention, if you like the products that I'm showing you, you can add those to your demonstrator starter kit now. So one of the perks of being a demonstrator is you get to pre-order before anybody else, and you get things at a 20% to 25% discount depending on a couple of factors that I can go through when you join. But this is just one of those bundles, and it's really cute. I mean, it's great for both scrapbooking and card making. I'm going to make a card today, but I just love that imagery of that kind of vintagey point and shoot camera. Okay, so I have some of the work done ahead of time. And here I have the little camera image that I have die cut out, and we are going to add some more texture to it. So I have here the basic gray, and I have another stamp that is organized to coordinate with this. So we're just going to line this up. And we've got this little sort of adding that feeling of dimension. And I'm going to bring in my blending brush, and we're going to add just a little bit of color and texture to our camera. So I'm going to go over top of that. So we're just bringing in basic gray. I mean, cameras are often black, but again, this is more stylized, so we're not going to get caught up on the reality of it. Cute, right? Okay, so a little bit more here. So we've got our basic gray background now. Okay, beautiful. Now I've done some of the die cutting with the coordinating dies. And so I'm going to bring in a black circle, and with my glue, I'm just going to add a couple of dots of glue to the back and flip that over. So now we're going to center that just like that. Now here's that luster paper. So we're just sort of giving it that feel of like glass inside the lens. And we're going to add that here. I'm not seeing comments. Is that because you're quiet or because comments aren't coming through? I struggle sometimes with the comments coming through. So now's a great time if you want to say hello. I'm watching for your comments. Okay, so this we're going to go ahead and just layer that on top like that. And now there's also this really pretty shimmery paper. You can see it comes in Pool Party, it comes in Pretty in Pink, and it comes in our beautiful yellow. So this is currently available. You can get this now. And so I liked that it sort of matched with this kind of luster here. And so I've just used the heart that's part of the dies, and I've added this to the project. So I'm going to bring in a black mini dimensional, and we're going to add that to the middle like that. So already we have this very, very cute. Oh, hi, Louise. Thank you for saying hello. I see your comment. Okay, so here we've got our little camera. So now let's bring in our card front, and we're going to start to build our card. Now there's this really cute little like film strip. And so I've just gone ahead and die cut that ahead of time out of, Sharon, you guessed it, Pool Party. So we've got some Pool Party, and we're going to add this onto the project. I'm going to use a dimensional on this little pull tab part, and this is going to be stuck in here, and I'm going to show you how the rest of it will get stuck down. But we're just going to line this up like that, and then we're going to layer this on top. So we can stick a dimensional here because we know that's going to be covered up. And then let's flip over our camera. Do you know any photographers? This would be such a cute card for our photographer friends, or people who just enjoy posting pictures maybe. Okay, so this is going to pop up as well. And we'll stick that down like that. Okay, so from this stamp set, there's all these little words in it. A lot of them are kind of scrapbook title-y, but I liked the everyday moments because sometimes you just want to give a card just because. So I've got these two here, and I'm going to bring in some Pool Party. So we're going to start with the everyday. Stamp it in our black Memento ink. And these are lovely because they fit into that banner punch. And I'm such a fan of this punch. Okay, and then this is Moments. So on a scrap of Pretty in Pink, you can do that. line it up. And now we can add that on. So you can use your adhesive or you can use your glue. It's up to you. If you like the tape or you like the glue. So this is going to, I'm going to do the moments first. This is going to go here. And then this is going to go here. Okay. Now there's these Moody Palette Glossy Dots. Dimensional backings everywhere. And you can see I did a swap actually. So I'm out of my blue ones, but I did these ones in green. And so we're going to just grab those and add a couple of dots. Like that. And let me show you what it looks like now when we have it all assembled. So there you go. That's the Capturing Smiles bundle at work. So you can see the Lunar Lustre paper just gives us that feeling of the glass inside there. And I just like that it adds texture in a different way. So I only have 2 projects for you today. Sorry, I just had a few things on my list. But this one here, I did make a 3rd project, but that one I've reserved for a blog hop this afternoon. So go to cloud9stampers.com and you can see not only my project, but you can see a whole bunch of other demonstrators projects. So that'll be available, I think, at 1 o'clock our time. Okay, so this one here, I'm bringing in the Nature Walk 12 by 12 designer series paper. So this one is, if you were part of the Why Did I Buy This Maker Club this month, you got a whole selection of this paper included with a bazillion other things in your maker kit. I have, I think, 2 maker kits left. Here, let me show you. I have 2 maker kits left. So if you would like to get this in the mail and I can give you a copy of the video, you don't have to participate more than 1 month. Every person is 1 month at a time. So if you'd like to see what it's all about, let me know and I can send it to you. Okay, so for this one, I'm bringing in that Nature Walk paper, and here you can see you've got the 2 designs. I'm going to create something to go with the moon and back little stamp set here. And so I wanted to create that galaxy feel in the background. So you've seen me do this before, but let's do it again because it's a great technique. So I'm bringing in my craft white ink refill, and I've just kind of made it a little bit soupy here because that's going to make it easy to transfer by splattering onto the background here. Okay, so we've got now this little white splatter happening. I'm going to bring in silver embossing powder, and we're going to sprinkle it over top of where we've just created that splatter. So now we're going to create embossed splatter. And this is one of those ones where it doesn't matter if there's little bits in the background because it's just going to add to your galaxy, which is kind of fun. So I'm going to heat emboss that now. Now when you add water to your ink that's meant to be embossed, it's going to bubble a little bit. So don't panic if you see that. It's just the water trying to come out of it. So it's better to not get it too watery, more inky, less water. So here you can see it's starting to emboss. It's getting nice and shiny. Just like so. And see how the little bit of shimmer is in the background there? Can you see that in the video? Our heat tools just take a moment to heat up. So now you'll see it's going to start to go really fast. Oh, you can see it's bubbling there. I'm not sure how well it shows up, but twinkling in the sky. So once it's all shiny, then you have the embossing all done. So see how it's got that shimmer now? Okay, so to keep going with our galaxy look, I'm going to bring back in my white ink, and I'm going to use a sponge dauber to pick some up. And what I'm going to do, I want it this way. I'm going to just go like this in the background and kind of create that Milky Way look. You know how the galaxy can have that little bit of a, like it looks like the white, there's almost like there's clouds in the galaxy. Just like that. Beautiful. So this is going to dry, and it's going to dry a little bit more subtle than you see it now. But I'm going to set this aside for a moment and let that dry. And then I'm going to bring back in that Lunar Lustre paper that we're focusing on today. So this is such a cute stamp set to work with this paper. So again, here you can see we've got our Lunar Lustre, and I'm going to bring in one of my embossing buddies. We're just going to make sure that I'm taking off any moisture or static that's going to be on this. And I am such a big fan of metallic embossing paper on the with the metallic embossing. So there you can see I've got my little moon. I'm going to bring back in my silver. And here we're going to tap off any excess that we have. So once again, we'll bring back in our heat tool. Lovely. So there you can see we've got that tone on tone happening. Now, one of the things that's really fun about this set is that the words fit into that opening there. So I'm going to bring in You're Out of This World. I like to emboss with my white craft ink because it just makes it a little bit easier to see. So we're going to go like that. And now I'm going to bring in black embossing powder. So we're going to do 2 different colors. And now we have that to emboss. Very nice. Okay, so isn't that fun? So now what's beautiful is this moon fits into our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So this stamp set doesn't have a set of dies, but it does work really well with a punch you probably have in your collection. So I'm just going to center that, and then we can punch that out. So let's bring back in our galaxy we've created. I'm going to just speed up the white drying time here. Can you see how the little sparkles in the background? Do you see those? I just think they look so pretty. Okay, so this is now going to go here, and we need to do that with our dimensionals because we want that to really be front and center. So I'll add 4. And then we can put that into our galaxy. So You're Out of This World. What do you think? So far, so good? Okay, so here's what else I wanted to show you. These little puffy stars are part of that same collection. Again, these are all pre-order items. And what I wanted to do was add some pink to it. So I've got my Pretty in Pink blend, and I'm just going to color over top of the star. So we're going to make this pink, and this one's going to be pink. There we go. So you can kind of color the edges if you want to have it look like it's got sort of a dark line around it. Helps it really stand out. Just the way the foam absorbs it. Looks cool. Oops, that one's already to go. So I'll bring in my Take Your Pick tool. We'll grab this little escapee here, and we can add it onto the project. Same with these ones here. Right? Okay, let me skip ahead and show you the finished one. I brought in that shimmery pink paper and just added the little heart to it And there you can see You're Out of This World. Isn't that cute with a little splattery background? You can see how the galaxy dries. Yeah, it's really fun. So here we've got embossing on the Lunar Lustre. We've got it just adding that little shine to kind of give us that feel of a reflection. And tune into my blog at cloud9stampers.com after 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and you're going to see a third way to use it. I'm using double embossing technique to make a very cool background. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're thinking to yourself, hey, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? Be sure to head to my online store and shop away. My feeling when I get an order from you guys, it never gets old. I just really appreciate you choosing me as your demonstrator and choosing to follow along and watch these videos. Thank you for your comments and your likes. Be sure to follow my page. You can also find me on YouTube. I do post these there, as well as some other things that you might find interesting. And you can follow my blog for more details as well. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye for now.